Hey, what's going on, guys? It's me, the Gaming Pig, back with another video, and today we have some massive news for Fnaf merch. So this is really exciting stuff. So for the past week now, Funko has been doing an event called Funkoween, which is basically where they reveal Halloween themed merch. And yes, it is May, but it's technically like halfway to Halloween this month or something, so that's kind of why they're doing it, which is fun. And they recently revealed some FNAF merch for Curse of Dreadbear. We got this leaked a little bit ago, but it is finally here. We finally have official looks at everything, and also we got that teaser, if you remember, from my last video. But here we have the official looks at all of these figures, and I really do like these guys a lot. But let's waste no time and hop right into this. So I'm gonna start off with the action figures, then we'll move on to the plushies, then I'll talk about release dates and what we know about that so far. But if you guys are new here, make sure to subscribe if you do enjoy this video and like it as well. But anyway, let's hop right into this. So let's look at the action figures first. So we have Glitch Trap, Grim Foxy, Jack O'Bonnie, Dreadbear, and a Walmart exclusive Captain Foxy. Now, I'll be honest, FNAF VR is probably one of my favorite FNAF, if not my favorite FNAF game to ever come. So just seeing this is just so awesome, and I'm really happy with this. But anyways, going on, I just think that this looks awesome, and I'm just really proud of it. Like, it looks good, actually. I was a little bit worried about all these figures, but they all turned out really good. But let's go individually and take a look. So, taking a look at Glitch Trap, I think he actually looks really accurate. I mean, he has just about everything he should. He's got his ears kind of pointed in weird directions. If you zoom in on this guy, you can see a lot of stitch work, which is good. I feel like this Glitch Trap figure is similar to Vanny, with the issue kind of being that it has animatronic joints, but that's just so you can swap them around should you want to. So I understand that, but this figure just really does remind me of the Vanny figure quite a bit, but it looks way better, of course. In the face, it just looks pretty spot on. Overall, he's got his whiskers, which is cool. He's got his vest, his bow tie. He's also got the bigger upper legs, and then the smaller feet, which is cool to see that they really got that down. And honestly, I just really think this figure is spot on. Not anything to complain about for Glitch Trap for me, other than maybe the colors are slightly off, but I'm not too upset about that. I still think it looks awesome, and this is definitely a figure that I will be picking up. But going on to his right would be Grim Foxy, and Grim Foxy also looks amazing. Now, it does appear that his torso and head are slightly transparent. It's hard to say from these pictures, but it does appear to be that way, which is really cool. I do hope that they re-release Jacko Chica, because Jacko Chica was a plushie, or not a plushie, a figure that they made a while back and was a GameStop exclusive, so the Jacko Chica would fit right in with this line. So I hope that they just re-release Jacko Chica with these guys. Just, I think that would make perfect sense, honestly. Still make it exclusive, have fun with that, but I think that it would be cool if they did just go ahead and re-release her, because it would make sense. Maybe repackage her too, but they don't have to do that. So, yeah, anyways, getting back on topic, Grim Foxy looks really awesome too. He is a slightly bit more orange than I would like, but this might just be because he's glow in the dark. Maybe he might be glow in the dark. I mean, I don't know, but I wouldn't see why not. But I mean, he looks pretty cool. There's not too much to say. I just feel like they got him really spot on, other than some slight color errors. But I mean, he looks cool. Like, love his hook he's got. Looks awesome. And I like that there's the exposed endo torso. I always like that from the FNAF 4 wave, and they've brought it back here. And I think it just looks really good. Moving on to Jack O'Bonnie. This is another figure that I might have to pick up. Like, all these look really good, so I might just... This might be a wave that I'm going to just completely collect, because I really like Jack O'Bonnie, as opposed to Grim Foxy, where the colors are a little bit too orangey. This color actually works pretty well for Jack O'Bonnie, because Jack O'Bonnie is really kind of this orange color, and again, he appears to have the kind of see-through, or at least slightly brighter orange torso and head, which looks cool in my opinion, and I would love if he was glow in the dark, but he may or may not be. And it does look similar to the Nightmare Bonnie that we saw, but that's because, you know, they are basically recolors. And I think it's mostly the same, but it looks really good still. Like, I don't dislike that choice. It makes logical sense. And I think the Jacko Bonnie looks really awesome. Really like the yellow glow in there, too. Moving on to Dreadbear. Dreadbear, he looks amazing too. What can I say? I mean, his face is spot on with those teeth, with his torso. Even his bow tie is kind of slightly off center, which I never really noticed. But I'm pretty sure that that is something that it might be accurate. I don't know. I'd have to look at a full picture of Dreadbear again. But that's awesome. He's got his kind of torso endo exposed, which you can see looks great. And otherwise, the rest of his body is pretty simple. He does have a little bit of stitching everywhere, though, because that's how Dreadbear was in game. And he's kind of got like those bolts on the back of his jaw, which looks awesome. He's a great figure. You better bet I'll be reviewing this wave when it comes out. But anyways, then we have a Walmart exclusive Captain Foxy. This got me really excited, and I'm really happy that they did this character because he's very obscure. You know, he's in the game, but he's kind of just like Foxy with a costume on. So I wasn't sure if they would do this, but I'm so happy they did. And we did not know that this figure was coming, so it's just a nice surprise to see him. He looks really spot on. I'd say his colors are a little bit off, but it's probably just because the first figure was slightly off in color, but it, again, doesn't bother me too much. And the colors definitely do look kind of similar to the Help Wanted version of Foxy. I'd say just it could be a little bit more red, and I think that'd be good. But he looks awesome. He looks spot on, and he'll be in a Walmart exclusive, and he is actually on their site right now, set to release on October 22nd. So that's all the action figures. Let's go ahead and move on to the plushies. The plushies are a little bit more iffy, but I still like them for the most part. But let's hop right in. Let's start with a Grim Foxy here. So Grim Foxy, I think, looks pretty good. A few things, like I think he looks honestly pretty good. There are a few things to note with him, such as like it kind of is in the the lower jaw for me, or kind of where it turns from orange to yellow. I get what they were going for that, to make it look like it's hollow. Plus, Grim Foxy's, you know, I guess, you know, that part of his head kind of cuts off like it does, kind of withers, but it just looks a little weird in plushy form. But I don't think it's the worst thing ever. I still think it looks pretty good. It does look like he has one of those permanently open mouths, like from the Twisted ones, which isn't great, but it's fine. I'm not too disappointed. And he looks good. He also has kind of the silvery material that we got for Phantom Foxy for his legs, it appears. Might be wrong about that, but that's what it looks like from this image. And he has a hook. This is the first time they're doing hooks for Foxy, and I'm so happy they are, because it's something that they've always like had that little silver color where the hook would be, but they never actually added a hook. So I'm assuming that's just going to be like a felt piece they'll add on, and I think it looks really cool. So let's move on now to Jacko Bonnie plushie. I actually do really like this plushie. I'm just kind of a fan of Jacko Bonnie. Don't ask me why. I just think he's cool. Um, and I think they pretty much nailed this plushie. His face shape is a little weird, but it's not bad. He has the same Twisted One style mouth where it's going to be permanently open, and it's kind of stitched open that way, but that's fine. I do think it kind of makes sense for these characters. His head's very egg-shaped, though. Um, Similar to Vanny. Hopefully he doesn't look too derpy in person, but he doesn't look bad. I think his body is where it really kind of shines, because you can see his endo, and you can kind of see those bright parts where the jack-o'-lantern light would be coming from. So I think that's awesome. And I do really like this plushie quite a lot too. I think that he looks pretty good, and also I think he has a little bow tie, so that's cool. Now, moving on to Jacko Chica, I'm actually very impressed with this plushie, because I don't think, like, from what we saw in the teaser image, what they showed a little bit earlier, a few days ago, um, it looked more like a Twisted Chica mold, but this does not look like a Twisted Chica mold. This actually looks really good. This is one of the better Chicas, I'd say. She does kind of have like those, I don't know where we've seen those teeth from, but they look familiar. But they look really good though, so I'm not upset with that at all. She has all sorts of, kind of glowing withering, which is going to be printed on. And then she's got the, I think that's the Toy Chica feet that she has, which are a really, really cool little detail that they added for Toy Chica. So I'm just happy that they added it for Jacko Chica too. It looks really, really good. And then for Captain Foxy, actually, we'll go to Dreadbear next because Captain Foxy's an exclusive. I think Dreadbear, at first sight, it was like, oh wow, he looks cool, but he does look really derpy. In plush form, I don't think he looks bad, just something about his mouth. Um, I don't know, I think it's because the lower jaw, I don't know. Something about him just looks really derpy with that mouth, though. So, he he looks good though. I mean, he does look spot on as far as colors and stuff. And he has that big kind of unibrow type thing, and he's got some stitching details, which I'm guessing are going to be printed. And he's also got those bolts. I'm not sure how they're going to do those. It almost looks like that's kind of just a non-plushy material, because I don't know how they're going to get it to look that straight, but we'll see. Or it could be felt. It could be felt. But he's got the withering on his torso and stuff, and yeah, he looks really good. Next up, finally, the Captain Foxy plushie. So this really got me excited because when we initially saw the little teaser, we saw the Foxy ear and it was like, there's no way that could be Grim Foxy, and it's not. It is Captain Foxy, like I and many others had speculated. And I'm just so happy they're doing Captain Foxy merch. It's such an obscure character that you would never really be like, oh, they need to make merch for, but when he does get it, it looks really cool. It does look like his whole torso is printed, but again, that's just kind of something we gotta live with at this point with these Funko plushies. His hands do appear to be kind of lifted upward a little bit more, which is odd, but okay. And then he has a hook too, which is awesome. He has a weird looking face. It looks like a mix of FNAF 1 Foxy and Rockstar Foxy, but I don't hate it. It's just weird. Something to get used to. And then he has his hat on top, which looks awesome as well. So that is all the merch that we are getting for Curse of Dreadbear this wave. It looks amazing. The strange lack of mystery minis is really kind of getting weird, but maybe they're just waiting for, a new game wave as opposed to an old game wave or a holiday wave. I'm not sure. It's just weird that they're not doing mystery minis anymore. Also, Funko Pops. That's also weird. This would be a great Funko Pop wave, but at the same time, they've already done Jacko Bonnie and Jacko Chica, so I don't know. That is something to discuss, but that's for a whole separate video. On GameStop's website, we do have a release date. This is an expected date and is subject to change. It is actually, shockingly so, July 13th, which is just a lot sooner than I thought. But I believe that's what we saw for the leaked date over on Amazon France. So yeah, we don't know when this will come. If you remember, for the Easter merch, it got delayed so much. So we'll see. Okay. We may or may not see these guys on July 13th, but if anything, we'll see them in September or October. So just look forward to that. They are available for pre-order on Funko.com and GameStop, as well as the Captain Foxy figure is available on Walmart.com, and I don't think the plushie is available yet, though, so we'll have to see with that. But that's all I got for today's video. If you did enjoy and are excited for this stuff, let me know in the comments. Personally, I really like that. I really like all this. I'm just very impressed. I'm probably going to get the whole figure wave, to be honest with you, so do expect reviews on this when it comes out in the next couple of months. I will see you guys in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.